Leo's memorial, not even a grave, despite being made to look like one. The sisters must have known, even if they didn't know he was taken. I wonder if it was Heloise who decided Leo should be remembered. Remembered? More like covering for their crimes. Nobody's questioning an orphan's grave, but they might ask after a score going missing. They knew what they were doing. Some of them must not have known what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. Sons of bitches, the lot of them, and daughters. Very modern of me. The parish priest, his lackeys, the whole of Arsenal engines. How many people did they take? The lot of them, damn to hell. What would Leo feel about it if he was still alive? Let's try to imagine him being here. Alright, Atticus, concentrate. If I let my eyes unfocus just right, the gravestone gets a little blurry around the edges and... Blimey, ya mutton mouth, you got bulbous. And you never grew an inch over 3 feet, you ugly badger. At least I have feet, you riding cow. Yes, that seems about right. So, what are you doing here after 23 years? Come to gloat about getting new cow shoes? You're feeling guilty, you found out who did this to him. You just wanted to see his ugly face one more time. You found out who did this to him. I looked into your disappearance. It sounds like you were killed for business interests. So, they sold me off for scrap? Did they? I always knew I was the more valuable between us. Do I actually think that? Or do I just think that he thought that? And there was some sort of cult involved. Damned if I know where the old priest ran off to. But I intend to find Silas Bragg to settle the score. So I spot a revenge, is it? That'll make your poor boo-boo better. My what now? It'll make me feel better than doing nothing. My what now? That hole in your heart isn't just because the rubbing alcohol you try to drown yourself in every night burn through your throat. You think getting revenge is going to appease the spirit of someone you abandoned decades ago? It can't hurt. Come now, you old pile of spoiled beef. You've run off on a tear again, chasing shadows into dark corners. You think it won't hurt when you run headfirst into a wall? It just isn't right what they did to you. Okay, I might hurt, but I have to do something. Okay, let's go with the second one. Oh, it might hurt. Do you though? He puts on a serious face. It appears to hurt. Listen up. I was murdered in cold blood 23 years hence. Not a single damn thing can unmurder me. You've wasted enough time chasing this shadow. Live your damn life. Leo seems to fade away for just a moment before popping back into existence. Oh, and Atticus? Yes? You're still ugly. He vanishes again. Well, that was something, wasn't it? There was good advice there. I'd forgotten how awful he was. It was worth it, seeing him like that one more time. Let's go with the third one. Yes, I always imagined him as an aggravating blue ghost. Truly touching to see him like that one last time. Wheel of Fortune. Leo's Lament is completed. Plus 20 hope. This character has gained the retrospective trait and will now be able to select dialogue options that require this trait. The ways in which the mechanisms of fate turn can be perplexing, but to the keen eye, they may offer the means to shape the world. Okay, task completed. Regardless, it was a conversation I needed to have. It's worth considering what he said. I can choose this chapter of my life now. Leo's gone, but I'll go on. Still, if I ever meet Silas Bragg, he and I are going to have a serious talk. Okay, that's that. There's still a couple of them missing. Lover's Moon, Emperor, and Chariot, but that's fine. There's probably some optional stuff that I've missed. Let's go to St. Catherine's Dock. And since everything in this part of London is dealt with, let's go to the ferry. Oh no, wait, I'm smart. I forgot something. Tenter Street. Let's quickly get the book. Where's the book? Haven't been here in a long time. There's the bookcase. Take the Minotaurs assistant with you. I bet she'll burn the midnight oil just to read this. Let's step away and go back outside to Tempter Street, return to Soris Square. Let's return to Soris Square. Go there real quick. And let's see. Don't want to go, you know, nearly complete a side quest and then forget about it, like I did in Baldur's Gate with the clown corpse. I don't want to do that again. But hey, I remembered it last minute. Okay, let's quickly sorry. Let's quickly run to her place, to what was her name again? Nandi, I think. Yeah, Nandi's shop. Let's go in there and give her the book. I hope that's a one and done. You know, I hope there's not too much to the book. But we're gonna be leaving it now anyways. Nandi. Atticus, was it? Forgive me, but I happened to overhear a few stray words. Oh, that's just... okay. Here you go, Nandi. This is the book I wanted to show you. She takes the book carefully, interest clear on her face. Nandi knows much, but still she seems excited at the idea of untapped wisdom as she flips through the pages. The Minotaur's Assistant. Fascinating. It contains many spells and cantrips that only Minotaurs are capable of. It never crossed my mind to take a look at that one. I told you you'd be surprised. If you don't have a strong attachment to this book, I would like to purchase it from you. It would be invaluable to my collection. It's not much use to me anymore. I would be glad to have it find a new home here. Oh, then that's settled. Here's a little something in exchange for the book. I was just thinking, hey, maybe we could sell it for however many shillings we were missing so we can buy the Grigri, but hey, now we have it. That's settled then. Here's a little something in exchange for the book. Should get going then. Farewell, Atticus. Hey, so that was worth it. Let's take a look at this. A voodoo amulet believed to protect the wearer from evil and bring good fortune. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna do anything or if it's just nice to have. But let's go to the boat now. This time for real. And let's see. Let's see then. I think that should probably end the chapter. Right, we have to go to the wharf again. And now run to the boat. Come on, there we go. And let's see what the next quest looks like, who it is next time. Better make sure I'm done with what I need to get done in London once I'm way out in Braxton. I don't know when I'll make it back, tomorrow or next week. Heh, if the party's a good one. Don't get ahead of yourself, Atticus. There's still much to be done in a sober fashion, that is. Let's take the ferry. Alright, and off we go. This suspense is terrible. I hope it will last. Oscar Wilde. And it would be Clara Reed. I'll quickly read out the chapter. Clara Reed, Chapter 14, Braxton Manor. Following up on a hint from Molly, you learned from Ivana that the courtesan killer's letter is a fake. Every clue is bringing you closer to the culprit, a feeling that is full of excitement and danger. You picked up your costume for the party at the manor, then embarked with Tenor and Iron Bear on the ferry. The manor moves with a life of its own. Lord Braxton has pulled strings to divert hydroelectric power from the nearest dam, making it the first English house to be wholly lit by water-spun turbines. Hasty liaisons of gentlemen and escorts creep down the rose garden path every night. Lord Braxton's love of soirees being unending. Also unending is Lord Braxton's desire to flaunt his status, with paper lanterns, bonfires, and even dirigibles gracing the manor's grounds and skies whenever special occasions unfold behind the manor's closed doors. This place is an ode to wealth and to detachment from the harsh realities of London life. Why, what a cozy little estate. Particularly in this dreary rain. Cozy is not how I would describe Braxton Manor, just up the hill from the ferry dock. Clara? Oh god, is there a lot of dialogue? Okay. Clara Reed? Piss off, you louds, out of my way. What in the sandhill is all this racket? Is all the racket? Clara, my dear, seems there's some poorhouse cheap shouting for you. Clara Reed. And who might you be, lad? This is Atticus Daly, a customer of mine. Good evening, Atticus. Might I ask, what has you in such a state? I'll go with the second one. You know why I'm here, Clara. The tin you lifted. I must say, I didn't expect him to follow me here. I heard of your run-in with Jemmy last night. Had one of my own, in fact. I know the winnings were part of Molly's ploy. All the same, perhaps an apology is in order. So it would seem Molly set you up to be shaken down for the money, one way or another. All the same, perhaps an apology is in order. Yes, well, I suppose that might go some way towards settling things between us. Though I can't say I enjoy being rooked while on the nod. That's quite fair, or such is the way of things in our dear city, Mr. Daly. That's quite fair. Now, Sweet Pea, if I follow this nice and clear, am I to understand that you hornswoggled this cowboy, in the most literal sense, mind you, as he slept? That's about the gist of it. Whew, ain't that a proper outlaw move? That's my Spitfire adventurers at work. Mr. Daly is practically fuming. Tanner's laughter fades, perhaps noticing he's crossed the line. Don't apologize, simply apologize. Suggest Tanner pay off Atticus to make it right. We can try. I know you're facing some rather rough times as of late. Perhaps my dove Tanner might take pity on your situation as an olive branch of sorts? Phew, well, why not? If my little Spitfire wants it, then I should see my way to giving one of her friends a leg up. What do you say, Sprout? Consider it a thank you for the fine story. Atticus may not be thrilled with Tanner's temperament, but he's not so proud as to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'd be open to the idea. Tanner makes a big show of fishing out a banknote. There you are, £5. Don't spend it all at once. Now, come on, Spitfire, let's get a move on. Miss Reed, before I forget, one last thing, though perhaps it doesn't matter much in the end. Yes? Well, I was the one who stumbled upon the body of your co-worker this morning, and I thought I should tell someone who might care. As it happens, I've been looking into the murders myself. And the information he has could be pertinent. Let's hear him out. What would you like to share? The body was a wreck, and the furniture was topsy-turvy, as if it's been thrown about. I saw much the same in my own investigation. What struck me as odd, though, was the smell in the room, and I bet it had blown off by the time the coppers showed up. A particular smell? It smelled like perfume or incense, strong notes of bergamot and rose, familiar enough in a bordello, but I thought I might mention it anyways. Bergamot and rose, most likely Fleur de Bulgarie. It's a quite popular scent, so I'm not sure it's much of a lead. Come on, one good luck for the road, please. I'll take it. I'll take it. There's only one person in the rows who wears the scent, Madame Sora herself. Suspicious, to say the least. I should track her down post-haste. Thank you, Atticus. This information may yet prove useful. Good luck to you, then. I hope you catch the wretch and put a stop to these killings. Shall we take the coach? The rain is really coming down. Daily boy, you'll be catching the next one, eh? Not enough room for all of us. Sure, I'll wait for the next one and see if I can't scare up a bottle of gin in the meantime. Safe travels, Atticus. Okay, and here I'm gonna... Okay. The fresh air makes a nice change from London. No offense, Miss Reed. None taken, Tanner. London is not my city born nor raised. It is merely where I spent the last few years. I'm glad to hear that, Sweet Pea. Quite glad. If you'd be so inclined, I'd love to treat you to the big blue skies of Texas someday. Not exactly subtle about it. Perhaps we can have this discussion after the party. Best enjoy what we have right now, wouldn't you say, Dove? If I find myself in the area, I suppose I might allow myself a tour. Discuss that after the party. You'd love it, Spitfire. I'll take you on a proper riverboat. None of those meandering steam machines. We'll take a gas-powered boat up the Mississippi. Now, that's power for you. And I'm quite sure the freshness of the river does not suffer for it. Not that I've a leg to stand on after living in with the miasma of the Thames. I've been making a killing selling to the Cajuns. We're working up a seaworthy version, you know. See if we can't get the Seminole Peninsula hooked. Perhaps the Sulu in time. Discuss our past. I'm afraid I didn't venture very far south in my younger years. I've no small familiarity with the coast, Boston, Philadelphia, and the like. Stretch of years in New York, better off forgotten. At this point, I'm more familiar with the south of Europe than the continent where I was born. At this point, I'm more okay. What a travesty! The Americans are so insular. The Republic of Texas would welcome you with open arms, Miss Reed. Particularly with a gentleman entrepreneur of my caliber on your arm. His wink is so ostentatious as to be comical. I suspect this is how he charms all his marks. Lowers their guard. Correct the assumption. My family was from Acadia, French colony, north coast of North America, with strong trade connections to the Wabanaki Confederacy. I recall precious little from the time prior to our move south, when I was but a tyke. Not American then, not originally, though I take your meaning all the same. Well then, my friends, shall we make our grand entrance? Yes, let's head inside. Please let me save. Rest assured, this is not the last you've heard of the miracle of gasoline combustion. I'll have these highfalutin London types hooked soon enough. Is it me running around freely? The manor is full of richly carpeted hallways and Egyptian statues on display for tonight's party. The windows are as high as single-story buildings, bathing every room in pale cobalt moonlight. Portraits of the Bragg family line the walls, painting every member in positive and irreproachable strokes. The house itself seems like a monument to opulence, reminding guests of the wealth and power of their hosts. Lord Silas Bragg was gifted the property when he earned his lordship, but due to tensions between the original owner and a string of uncooperative architects, the manor came together piecemeal over more than a decade of building. Lacking a unified structure, some staircases lead to dead ends. There are many empty door frames in the underground chambers, rumored to connect with a tunnel system leading back to London. What such a system would be used for is almost anyone's guess. No, okay, look. I'll pick up there next time. My voice is really starting to give out. I hope I can save in the middle of dialogue. No, I cannot. Okay. Fine, this dialogue. And then I'm done. Okay, my voice is really starting to hurt. Okay, introducing Mr. Tanner Cunningham, visiting from the Republic of Texas, Mr. Cunningham's companion, Mr. Iron Bear of the Comanche, and Miss Clara Reed of London. Is that Lady Braxton? I wonder if she is half as eccentric as her dear husband. Miss Reed, Miss Tanner, Iron Bear. Oh, I like that. Welcome, welcome, friends. Welcome to Braxton Manor. Lady Braxton has been sampling the punch already, or else another strong drink. She's properly oiled up. Allow me point out some of the esteemed company you'll be keeping this evening. There's Sir Willard Rathbone, animal lover. He loves the furry deers a little too much, if you take my meaning. Ideally hope I don't. And Dr. Clancy Wainwright, a talented surgeon and pharmacologist, though one wonders how much of the drugs in his lab end up in the hands of his patients. Baseless accusation as far as I'm aware, though the good doctor has been known to play lab rat for himself time to time. Over there we have Sir Alfred Cornham Boyle. Okay, Arthur Conan Doyle. Author of escapist literature for the masses. I suppose we should be thankful they can read at all. And Lady Annabel Bryan, the one with the famous father. Pity she never amounted to much herself. Is that all? Is the bloodbath over? She has quite the sharp tongue. Well, those are some of our more noticeable attendees. Phew, I'm getting dizzy. Is there anything I can get you? Self-service for the drinks just over there. Did I hear that this party is to feature an unwrapping? Oh yes, we have several ancient artifacts from the time of the pharaohs, including, well, a stone, a few other things. Just look around and you'll see. But as you say, that's not even the best part. She sways in place a little, eyebrows raised, and waits for me to look appropriately anticipatory. We have a mummy, a real genuine dead Egyptian mummy, and the climax of the evening will be the unwrapping of our desiccated guest. As she conveys this information, Lady Braxton's demeanor can only be described as gleeful. How intensely ghoulish. Yet I must let it lie. May I ask, will Lord Braxton be making an appearance this evening? Silas is out tinkering in his workshop. The guest house in the back gardens is, as is his wont. He's going to make a big announcement later on that all the guests simply must hear. Oh, I just can't wait to find out what it is. Some tact, about the workshop in the guest house. Do I detect a note of discontent, Lady Braxton? Let's just go with it. Well, so much for that. Oh no, as I said, it's all very exciting. Perhaps your hearing is starting to go, my dear girl. Thank you for the gracious welcome, your ladyship. Not at all. If you need anything, my servants will be glad to assist. And let me know if, when they get surly. Enjoy the party. Do let me know if you need anything. Well, glad those formalities are done with. Okay, look. Fine. You can't save during conversations. That's the issue. Oh my, I do believe I spied the eccentric Mr. Rathbone over yonder. That's certainly a choice for the guest list. He is hardly one to talk. And by my lucky stars, is that Babbage himself? No, my mistake. Quite a shrewd contenance on that old chap, though. You can't blame a man for seeing the resemblance. Miss Reed, I've not known you to be a wallflower. Shall I assume you're off to socialize? Indeed. Have you any time to mingle on your own, or will you be keeping an eye on Tanner all evening? Why, Miss Barney, of course. I've always been such a fan of her work. There goes Tanner, off to make his mark on the London elite. Ostensibly, it is my job to keep an eye on Cunningham, but clearly he finds himself occupied. I can find some time to myself when he's otherwise engaged. All right, Iron Bear, try to enjoy yourself. Same to you, Clara. Right, time to get the lay of the land in here. We're out of dialogue. I can save and rest my voice. Oh my god. Okay, let's save now. There we go, new save. There we go. And with that, I'm gonna say thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time in this presumably climax. And goodbye.